Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing graphing sine and cosine functions. There's a couple of things that you saw in yesterday's video, and I list them here for you. So the first one is what an amplitude is. So an amplitude is basically the height, so how far up the sine or the cosine curve goes and how far down the sine or cosine curve goes. The period is how often the cycle repeats. So usually we have a formula to figure that out. So we take 2 pi and we divide it by the absolute value of b. So b would usually be the number in front of x. So in general, and this is in your textbook and was also given in the video, that y equals a sine bx plus c and a cosine bx plus c, those are general forms of the sine and cosine. So notice that the amplitude is usually located in front of the sine and cosine, and the b is located inside the parentheses. Now what about the c? C is what helps us determine the phase shift. So phase shift is how far over the curve goes. So usually when you saw the video yesterday, sine and cosine, they both start at 0, 0. So sine starts at 0, 0, and then cosine starts at the top and then goes goes that way. The phase shift, however, will tell you that, the starting point is not going to be at 0, 0 anymore. It'll be maybe shifted over to the right so many times. And so this formula, negative c over absolute value of b, helps us figure out what that phase shift is. What we're going to be doing right now is I'm going to briefly go over the basic sine and cosine graphs, which you saw in the video. And then we're going to take time to add in, for example, an amplitude, what happens when we do have a number in the front, and then the phase shift, what happens when the sine and cosine curve is shifted.